Act 2, Scene 5. Eridan, City of Magic. Inside the University of Internal Mending, Medeus gazes reverently into a beam of light that streams in through a high window. Lauren, a young apprentice, enters.
Pardon the interruption, sir. You have visitors at the gates.
Time is a fickle stream, that for no man waits.
Excuse me, sir.
Lauren, is that your name?
Yes, Master Medeus.
You are a student of some acclaim. I have heard, Lauren, that the thoughts favor your ear. Was it their influence that led you to study here?
I hear whispers sometimes when I pray. If I listen just right, I can understand some of what they say.
I have also heard you have a wonderful voice.
I like to sing, sir.
Would you bless me, then, with a song of your choice?
Gladly, sir. First came the orb of unity, great mind bound for eternity. All was thought and all was one, destined to be shared by none. Shattered into endless night, shards of thought that made the light. Many from a single source, sent into the void by force. Bound by hope they float above, searching for a perfect love. Neglected ones who stand apart, faithless in the human heart, bringing death and bringing war, longing to be whole once more.
Stop! Where did you learn those last 4 lines?
I don't know, sir. Sometimes the words just come to mind.
Listen to me closely. You have a great and powerful gift, but you must be very careful of voices in the air adrift. The jealous ones whisper as well, and you cannot put stock in the lies that they tell. Run along, child. You have delivered your news. Lauren exits. Everywhere you look these days, some terrible trouble brews. Enter travelers out of his view. I have missed you greatly, old friend. A portent told me it was you they would send. Your companions are a welcome sight as well. He turns to face them. Now what have you done to yourself? You look like hell. Much the same as long ago. I picked a fight with a larger foe. Some things never change, no matter how the days go by us. You are a welcome sight for sore eyes, Medeus. Too long have we let distance hold us apart. We are here together now. That is a start. The thoughts named you Dragon Slayer. I assume Monworm is dead. Even so. A lamentable loss for the world. A long-awaited justice for the many who have bled. I would embrace you, but I fear something else might break. Healing that leg will require enough of my strength. Before I left, I recall I cautioned you to take better care. It was somewhat unavoidable. Isn't it always? Go sit over there. I have meditated long these last few days, and the great thoughts have spoken to me through the sun's enlightening rays. Your quest is known to me, if not the specifics.
A mender and a prophet. Do you read fortunes along with your gimmicks?
You must be the mule.
Not if you value your life.
The great ones have revealed you as such.
Then for their sake I will not reveal my knife.
Did they have a name for me? The Seeker, I presume. You give yourself away. And you, my lady, the Seeker! I'll take that over the mule any day. A mule is sturdy and stalwart, able to shoulder burdens that no one else can bear. While those less hardy falter, they persist with a tenacity both admirable and rare. Stubbornness is not such a hindrance when it sees you through to the journey's end. I have never understood why mules have such a poor reputation. Whenever did that begin? I shall seek out the answer and return some day. If you must. They name you the mother, my lady.
Ha! The girl has never known a man, you musing charlatan. I shall await you all outside until this foolishness is done.
He exits.
I apologize for grandfather, though he does have a point. Mother is a curious title for the thoughts to anoint.
The mother of the company would be more accurate. This group will have need of your wisdom when times grow desperate. There is much more to this quest than you realize. Events are in motion that dwarf the importance of our own meager lives. The great thoughts and the jealous have ever been at war, each striving desperately to gain the upper hand, but every few thousand years, events coalesce in a chaotic climax that shakes the foundation of every one in every land. It has been nearly 2,000 years since the planet was torn asunder and the split was formed. We approach such an event once more, and you all should be forewarned. Whatever actions you take in this struggle, be certain you are in the right. The great thoughts have chosen you to be their champions for a time in this fight. Some things I can tell you, some you must not know. Do not delve too deeply into the intentions of your foe. You seek a confrontation with a dangerous man. He murdered our parents. Then revenge is your plan. An eye for an eye is a simple plot, if overused by many, still with a story to back it, as effective as any. For my part, I have been given a most imperative task. I must answer truthfully a single question that one of you will ask. If I fail in this duty, much hope is lost. It is a dangerous gambit into which we have been tossed. Do not ask it now, there will be time enough before you depart. First, let us tend to our wounded friend, that he may possess the health to fulfill his own part. Lie down and brace yourself. I have gained in skill since we were young, but even so, place this bit of rope between your teeth, so you don't bite off your tongue. Bones do not knit together with ease. Place your hand in mine. At the very least, it will give you something to squeeze. He places his other hand on Eckenroy's leg and concentrates. Eckenroy gasps, going rigid.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Medeas and Eckenroy exhale together. Medeas nearly collapses.
Hurting him? He nearly took off a limb. Have you started lifting wagons since I've been gone? I may need to mend myself, you've gotten so strong.
Eckenroy tests the leg. It always amazes me, your power to take away such pains.
It is unfortunate that muscles do not equate to brains.
The direction only does come from me. It is the power of the thoughts that performs the miracles you see. I am but a humble instrument of their divine will, content to act as a conduit. Still, your work is a wonder to behold, my oldest and dearest friend. It is difficult for one to see where their power ends and yours begins.
I know the question. What's on the other side of the sea?
It is worthy of pondering. However,
listen to me. How does one slay a wizard's champion, and not fall prey to his master's retaliation?
Now that is a quandary, and, I suspect, one relevant to our singular situation. A selfless query, unless I am mistaken, how another may take such a life, and their own not be taken. He walks into the sunbeam and is still. I see only one way to accomplish this feat. One champion may challenge another, if two such combatants were ever to meet. I know of a wizard more honorable than any other. His last champion was long ago lost. He may be persuaded to take another. He resides in the foothills east of the mountains, 3 days' hard ride, through the pass and south, in a broken castle by the riverside. One could offer their fealty to the noble Asperion. But know this, for the rest of their days they would be bound as his champion. My life is worth less than it once was, old friend. If the wizard will have me, I shall serve him well until I meet my end. Betrayals and bad judgment have proven me a poor master of my own fate. If he be a man of virtue, perhaps his guidance will set me straight. It may be he is expecting you all, so well informed he is on matters both great and small. Would we could relax and reminisce on times past, but to stay ahead of the enemy, you must act fast. I have given what help I can lend. Now the will of the thoughts is yours to defend. What you have given is much beyond measure. Friendship, wisdom, and hope. The defense of these virtues is always my pleasure. We will away to find this wizard you have befriended. May this happy coincidence see our journey well ended. Exeunt, Mane, Medeas. At the edge of perception is where proof of divinities lurk. Coincidence is only mankind occasionally catching them at work. I know not why they did bid me lie this day, and send you unprepared into this fray. Forgive me, friend of my past. May the path I have set you on not be your last.